Hi everyone, welcome to my live creative time today. My name's Mandy Witherby from Mandy's Papercraft Creations, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. Welcome to another week of creativity. And I just have to keep checking my little ducky because he doesn't like this top that I'm wearing today, and he keeps on wanting to go sideways. How is everyone today? I didn't announce that I was going live today because hubby's still not well, so I wasn't sure. It's a moment by moment thing at the moment, but he's doing okay right now at the moment, so I was able to go live. So I'm not sure how many we're going to get on here live today, but hopefully you'll all catch this on the replay if you're not able to be here live or don't see your notifications. But we'll give everyone a moment to find their notifications that I have gone live. And meanwhile, I'll bring this up on my other devices so that I can see everybody's comments. So let's see, we'll bring that up over here on the iPad. There we go. And also on my computer. It is a cold, wet, miserable day. Actually, it's not raining just here. Oh, but it is. We are just to the west of the rain zone, so we're just missing the rain. But it's looking pretty gloomy. It looks like it's going to rain soon. So yeah, so we've got the for those of you who aren't in Sydney, we are, or some of you that are south of Sydney will know this too. If you are down in Victoria or over in South Australia or Tasmania, my beautiful Tasmanian people, you'll be feeling the cold at the moment because we've got the cold air coming up from down south, from down Antarctic regions, I guess. And there's lots of snow down south. And I'm actually wondering if there's any snow up in the Blue Mountains. It's about an hour up in the mountains, an hour west from us. If anyone is watching from the Blue Mountains, let me know if there's any snow up there yet. But there is snow down on the ski fields at the moment, so they're getting huge dumps at the moment. But it is icy. That wind is icy. So I didn't even check what the temperature is today, but yes, I remember the yesterday was really cold too. And beautiful in the sun, but that breeze, oh my goodness, it's so cold. So we are in winter now, so it's to be expected, I guess. But I feel like the snow has come earlier this year. We've got a cold snap like all of a sudden, and yeah, it's the opening. So those of you who are not in Australia, you may not know this, but in parts of Australia, as I found out yesterday, it's not all of Australia, but parts of Australia, we have a public holiday today, so we have a long weekend. And this is the weekend, it's the opening weekend of the ski season here in Australia, but usually there's not a lot of snow on the first opening weekend. So a lot of the time they have a little bit of man-made snow, but that's it. But currently the heavens are open and the actual real snow is dumping heavily. So it's a really great opening season, but it's a bit of a whiteout down there, I believe. So, but people are skiing and snowboarding and all the things. So yeah, miss those days. Yeah, we used to have a great time down at the snow, but sad that we can't do that anymore with my silly back. So it's one of the things we've had to give up. Yeah, but some great memories. Look, I've got my little mallard duck here. He's now doing backflips. He's going to go all over the place today, I think. This top is just not good for brooches. It's too lightweight. And they just don't sit nicely. So if I don't move, he won't move. All right. Well, today I have got some things to tell you about, and then we're going to jump in to our project. We are making a beautiful neutral sort of color schemed natural textures card today. It can be used as a masculine card. It can be used for anyone really. Anyone who loves nature or natural tones. I know my sister would probably love it because she loves all things nature and very natural tones, and she's got a lot of like natural tone furniture in her home and things like that. So yeah, it can be used for anyone. So I hope you'll enjoy the project that we have today. Hey Julie, you found me. And Glenda did too. Hey Glenda, great to have you here, ladies. Yeah, I was saying that I didn't advertise that I was going live today because I didn't know until the last minute if I would be able to, because hubby's still not well, so he's having another up and down day today, and we were up through the night with him as well, so not being well, yeah, with this silly kidney stone that just will not budge. It's a week and a half now for this second one. The first one moved very quickly within the first 24 hours, and this one is just a week and a half and still not yeah, expelling. We need it expelled. So yeah, poor thing, he's not been feeling too good. All right, well, let me tell you what is happening. First of all, let me remind you about the virtual album retreat that is coming up. This is an event that Stampin' Up is putting on for anybody who is interested. If you are a scrapbooker or you'd like to get into scrapbooking, this is a great event for you. It's going to be a 3-day retreat, all available to watch on the replay. So if you can't be there live, no stress about that. To register for it, there's actually no official registration, but you will be registered when you purchase the kit. I just got mine the other day. I did an unboxing for my team, but I haven't had a chance to do an unboxing for my business channel. Yeah, I've had so much going on. So I will hopefully get to that so that I can show you what's actually in the kit, but you can see it in the online store as well. It's all laid out for you in the online store. So you can see what's in the kit, what you get in the kit. You get lots and lots of product, and all of the pieces for each of the double page layouts. There's 12 double page layouts. Each of the pieces is all pre-cut for you, which is awesome. And then there's some stamp sets, so we're going to get to do some stamping. There's die cuts already ready for us to stamp onto, which is awesome. Yeah, there's a whole heap of stuff in there. Some decorative items in there as well, and all sorts of things. So if you are a scrapbooker and you haven't checked this out yet, definitely check this out. There is a, when you log into or when you go to the Stampin' Up website, you'll see an advertisement for it on there. You can click on that to see more, and it'll show you all of the details about the event and about the products that you can purchase for the event. So when you purchase the products for the event, Stampin' Up will have your email address, and they will then register you for the event. And closer to time, because the event is in July, is it the 16th or the 17th? 17th to the 19th of July. They will email you with the details and the link to the group where the event is going to be held, etc., etc. So yeah, so definitely check that out. That's really exciting coming up. I'm looking forward to that and getting some lots and lots of scrapbooking done. So that'll be really cool. And of course, at the moment, we've got the amazing Sweet and Sweet product sale. So it's kind of like a BOGO sale. Buy one, get one 50% off. Now, whether that be full complete suites, whether that be bundles or just stamp sets, you pay full price for the first item, and then the second item you get 50% off, but they have to be items that are part of a suite. Now, I thought that I would show you quickly how to find the suites easily, but I'm going to do that when I put the camera down onto my desktop. If I forget to show you, I'm going to show you on my iPad. If I forget to show you, please yell out and remind me, okay? So I'll show you where you can find out what products are actually available in this suite sale. But yeah, so it's a really great offer. So depending on what you want, it might even just be DSPs that you like from different suites. Yeah, you'll always get the second one 50% off. So whether or not you're purchasing 2, 4, 6, if you are, and I did talk about this last week in my my live video, if you're wanting to purchase larger items, either a complete suite or a bundle, just know that the lower priced item, well, this pertains to everything on the sale, but the lower priced items are the ones that are going to be discounted. So if you wanted 2 suites or 4 suites, I'd put them in one order. And then if you want some additional bundles or other items from the suites, I'd put them in a separate order, just so you get the full 50% discount off the suites, the large items. Same with if you're doing bundles. Or if you're just wanting some of the smaller items, then put them in a separate order, because otherwise if you add stamp sets or embellishments or paper in the same order as doing adding a whole suite or 2 suites, the discount is going to come off those lower priced items, the smaller items. So just be really careful. Check your totals in your order before you check out to make sure you're getting the discount on the items that you wanted to get your discount. And if not, then you might need to take a few things out of your cart and do a separate order. It's yeah, but if you're doing whole suites, it's worth doing a separate order or bundles as well, because they're the bigger priced items. So yeah, if you need any help or clarification with that, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to go into more detail about that, but it is a little bit tricky, and a few people have been getting a little bit confused about the whole thing. I put in an order the other day. You can put additional items into your order that aren't part of suites, and they can just be part of your order. Like if you're getting ink pads or other embellishments that aren't part of a suite, or cardstock or whatever. I did an order the other day. There were 2 suites that I wanted, so I got both of those. One of them was full price, one of them was half price. And then I also added in an album. I added in my retreat kit, the month by month retreat kit, because that isn't part of a suite. I also added in, what else did I get? A whole heap of adhesives, which I just paid normal price for. Yeah, and things like that. So you can add those additional items into your order as well. Okay, so hopefully that makes a bit more sense. But yeah, just check your totals, make sure you're getting the discount on those bigger ticketed items that you want to get your discount on. Okay, all right, the next thing I was going to let you know is about my masculine card class that is coming up. So we're going to be making some masculine themed cards. I know it's something that a lot of people struggle with, so I thought I'm going to do a class on that. So I'm actually having 2 classes on the Wednesday the 18th of June and Saturday the 28th of June. My Wednesday class, I've only got a couple of seats left on that one. So if you want to attend my Wednesday class, make sure you register soon. Otherwise, I'll need to put you on the wait list or move you to the Saturday class, if that suits you, because I've only got a certain number of seats. I can only take a maximum of 8. And the Saturday class, I've got a couple of ladies already registered for that, but I've still got seats available for the Saturday. So the Wednesday is a morning class, the Saturday is an afternoon class. It's a $30 class, and we're going to be creating 4 cards in masculine themes using lots of different products from the Stampin' Up range. So I'm very excited about that one. So definitely check that out. Registrations close on the 11th. So what day is that? Oh, Wednesday. Registrations are closing on Wednesday. So you've only got a couple of days to register for that one. Okay, so be sure to register ASAP so you don't miss out. All right, so I will put up the link in the comments here on Facebook for that. If you're watching back on YouTube, I'll put all of my links in the description of the video, so you can get to them from there. But let me just grab this one. Now there's one link for both classes, and then when you fill out the registration form, you'll select on there which one you want to attend. Okay, so I'll just put that in there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's in the description. And while I'm there, let me grab my other links as well. If you need catalogs, if you want to shop with me, if you want to join with me, you're always welcome to join my team. We always love to invite new crafters to our beautiful crafting community. It's always a great time to join Stampin' Up, and you can choose $235 worth of product and only pay $169. Plus you get free shipping on that order, and you get an ongoing discount of 20 to 25% discount on your Stampin' Up products while you remain active. We have a great crafting community, a beautiful team. We gather together via Zoom every month. So wherever you are, you can gather with us if you would like to. It's not compulsory, but it's a lot of fun, and I keep you up to date with all the information. We've got our own Facebook group. There's also the wider Stampin' Up community you can be involved in as well if you choose to. So if you'd like more information about that, please feel free to get in contact with me. I will put those other links up now for you. I'll just grab that and pop that in the comments. All my links here, and pop that in there too. Okay, so that's there as well for you. Yeah, so if you don't have a Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Australia, and you would like to get your hands on one of the beautiful annual catalogs, which I didn't even grab mine out today because we're using products from the online exclusives, my catalog's over there on my shelf, then feel free to get in contact with me, and I'd love to get one out to you. Alrighty, let me pop all of these over to the side. Today, we are going to be playing with the Botanical Textures Suite Collection. Now, it is one of the ones that it's a suite, so it is part of the sale. If there's any items in this suite that you love, I'm going to be playing with all of them except one of the DSPs. There's 2 DSP packs in this suite, but I only have one of them. I didn't get the black and white pack as well. But you can check that out in the online store. Yeah, these are products that are part of the special at the moment too. So I thought that I would share those with you. Now I've just got to put this up here out of the way because I didn't pin that up. Because I don't have an actual sample created already for you, but I know what we're making because we've already sort of pieced it together, but it's not made yet. So I've just taken a photo and I've got it up there for me to create with today. Alrighty, now let's see. We still don't have the flip screen. How annoying. I wish Facebook would bring that back. And today is a great day to have your cuppa with you. So I've got a chai latte today because we're into that weather. So I think the cups of tea will be coming back to the Facebook lives now because yeah, it's getting a bit cooler, but in the summer it's too hot. Yum, love a good chai latte. All right, so have you all got your cuppas? Are you all ready? All ready to craft? Who's crafting along with me today? Anybody crafting today? Let me know in the comments. All right, do you know what I didn't get out? I didn't get my chamois. I didn't get my wipes. So disorganized today. I told you it was last minute. I didn't get my adhesives out. Let me just grab my tools out that I need because, yeah, it was a last minute thing. So, but that's okay. You'll all forgive me, won't you? You all know I've got a sick hubby at the moment, so everything is last minute. We can't plan anything too far in advance at the moment. Okay, what else do I need? Oh, now I'm getting the irrits. Got my glue. I've got a spare glue because I know that glue's nearly out. What else do I need? I feel like I'm missing something. Scrap paper. That's what I'll need. I'll need some scrap paper. Oh, let's use this one. This one has got a bit of ink on it from the other day, but we can use that one. And I've got everything else ready to go in the tub, so I think we are good to go. All right, well, let me transition my camera down to the desktop so that we can get crafting. Feel free to ask me any questions as we go. I will look up from time to time. Also too, we are going to have a look. I'm going to show you quickly where to find all of those sweet products in the online store too. So we'll do that when I get the camera all sorted. All right, bear with me while I just transition my camera. Here we go. All righty. There we go. I'll zoom in a little bit. Oh, we're a bit wonky badonkus, aren't we? There we go. Now let me see. I've got the stamp set here. Let's just see. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Just over a bit too far. But let's move, if I move this over to here, then I'll know where the middle is, and I'll know I have to sort of stay within that area there. Okay. Is that straight? I'm just having a look. All right, now you'll probably notice that the sound will change with, I still haven't had a chance to go and look at external microphones, which is my plan, but I will try to raise my voice. But I just need to turn your volume up a little bit so you can hear me. It's just that when I flip the camera over, it to the back camera, it changes the mic over as well, and the mic for the back camera isn't as good as the mic for the front camera. And there's not much I can do about that at the moment. So I'm just going to grab my baby wipes because I might need those. So 2 secs. Grab them out of the cupboard because I'm bound to get inky. All right. Okay, so let's, before we jump into what we're using today, I will show you where to find all of those sweets for the the sale at the moment. Okay, so I'll grab my iPad off my stand and I'm going to pop that down there. Now I'm just going to wait to see on the playback on my computer to make sure that you can see my screen okay. So give me a moment because we've got a delay. Okay, awesome, great. All right, so when you go to the online store, let me move that light off there a bit so it's not reflecting so much. When you go into the online store, you'll see the carousel of advertisements that are coming along the top. So you'll be able to, see what's on special, etc. Hang on, we'll go back to, where are we? This one here is for the, no, that's the kits. Hang on. Next one, this one. Okay, so this one is the virtual album retreat. You can tap on that for all of the information about the virtual album retreat. If you want the information about that, the dates, etc., etc., you can have a look to see what is in the kit. So we're making 12 double page spreads, so 24 individual pages, and you can see all of the items there. You can read all the information. There's also some additional supplies like inks and things like that, so you can click on that button there to find out that information, and then you can go ahead, and there's a button up here if you want to purchase the kit. Okay, but let's go back here, and I'm going to show you, anytime you want to get back to the main screen or the landing page, just click on the Stampin' Up and it takes you back to the main page, and you'll see coming across the top the different updates and new things that are happening. Now for the Suite Collections for the sale, we are going to, I forgot to mention too that the last chance products have also been updated, and there's more discounted products in there too. So definitely check those out as well. And we've got 2 new kits. We've got a scrapbooking kit and a card making kit as well that's just released last week too. So lots and lots happening. All right, so to find these sweets, you're going to click on this little, what we call a hamburger menu, the 3 little lines at the top there. Now this will look different on a mobile device as it does on a computer. Okay, so the controls might look a little bit different, but they're pretty set standard. Then you're going to click here on sweets. So this is a quick way to get to it. You can click on the sweets there, or you can go to shop products, click on the arrow, and then you can scroll down to product sweets. Whoops, I clicked on the wrong thing. Scroll down to product sweets and then you click on that arrow. Both take you to the same place, okay? So you can get there either way. Now when you go into either of those, it'll give you a big long list of all of the sweets, and there's 27 different sweets there. But to get a visual, if you click on visit, that'll actually tell you about the sweets, tell you about the sale, and then it shows you all of the sweets. Okay, so it shows you all of the sweets. There's 27 of them, so lots and lots and lots. Okay, And then if you want to have a look at the individual products in the suite or what is available in that suite, if you click on the shop now in each of those suite images, it shows you all of the products. Okay, so then you can choose any of those products. So you've got the whole suite collection down here. You've got the bundle with the stamp set and the dies, and then you've got the individual products as well. Okay, and then if you want to go back and you want to look at a different suite, so you can choose what you want out of that one, if that's the one that you like, just click on your back arrow. That'll take you back to the list of the different suites. And then you might like to go, oh, beautiful gallery. Let's have a look and see what's in that suite. And that'll show you all the products in that suite. Now, this is a big bumper suite. There's 2 bundles, 2 stamp and die bundles. So yeah, so that's a big one. Now, the one we are creating with today is the Botanical Textures. So let's have a look and see if we can find that one here. Here it is here, Botanical Textures. There we go. And these are all the products in the suite. Now this paper here, the Botanical Textures Designer Series paper, the black and white one, this is the one I don't have. Okay, I've got all the other products, I just don't have the black and white. So I don't do a lot with black and white. So I just thought, oh, I won't get that one straight away, but it's one I can always go back to get later if I change my mind. It's really beautiful paper. It's just not one I thought that I would use as much. Okay, so then we can click on back here and go back to all the other products. So this is what we're going to be playing with today. So I hope you enjoy that, and I hope that that's helped you to find all of the suite products as well. If you're feeling a bit overwhelmed and you're unsure, yeah, that's where you can find them. Okay, anytime you want to go back to the main screen, click on Stampin' Up. Takes you back to that main landing page, and then the other way to get to the suites, as I said, was clicking on this little suites icon at the top there, and that'll take you straight into the page. That doesn't give you the list actually of all the different suites at the side in the menu. It just takes you straight to this page. Okay, so 2 different ways you can do it. So hopefully you found that helpful. I'm going to pop my iPad back up on my stand and bring back up, oops, hang on a minute. It's going to pop off my stand. Wait a sec. Let's try that again. Oh, I think I might have put it on there upside down, did I? I think I did. It didn't like being up that way. Let's try that way. Right. Sorry, now I've got cables and things going everywhere. There we go. All right, I'll just bring back up the live so that I can see comments there. Just give me 2 secs. There we go. Okay, good. All right, hopefully you found that helpful. Okay, let's get on with today's card that we're going to create. So the Textured Notes stamp set and the Textured Notes dies. I love these dies. They're all rectangles of different sizes, and each one has different stitching around. You can see which is my most used one. It's a little bit bowed, but yeah, they've all got different stitching, and I love stitching of any kind, and so I just absolutely love this. And I love rectangle dies, so these ones just really speak to me. This one's got some beautiful sentiments in here. You are seriously the best, thank you, and a little note of appreciation. So really, oh, bonjour friend, lovely to have you with us. Thanks for joining us. And then we've got these beautiful, we've got some florals, and then we've got some natural sort of rustic sort of looking stamps as well. So really love that. We've got the white ribbon, which is, it's just called white ribbon, white 1/4 inch ribbon. It's like a woven, a very fine woven ribbon. Really love this one. It's got a really nice texture, and of course with white ribbon, it's one that you can color. So always good to have a white ribbon in your stash. We've got the natural matte dots. I'm just going to open these because the white ones are hiding, oh not the white ones, sorry, the grey ones are hiding at the top underneath the flap there. Oh no, they are white, sorry. These ones are vanilla and these ones are the white ones. And then you've got black and you've got crumb cake, I think. I think they're crumb cake. So they're really awesome. So we're going to play with those. I'll just put those embellishments up to the side. We've got this awesome embossing folder, mini corrugated 3D embossing folder. We're going to play with that today too. So you'll get to see that in use. The stamps I've already got mounted up on blocks, and I think we're using all but that. We're not using that one. And then we're using, wait, which sentiment did I decide on? No, this one, A Little Note of Appreciation. I think that was the one I'm using. Yeah. Yeah. So they are a red rubber stamp. I've put the stickers on there. Well, actually, Amber put the stickers on there for me today, which was awesome. Very helpful because I hadn't pulled it out yet to use it. And I'll show you this beautiful paper. So this paper is called Woven Textures, and there's 12 sheets in there, but there's not as many patterns in this one. So you've got more pieces of the different patterns. And these are the ones that we're using today. As you see, I've already cut the pieces out of there that we're going to be using. But how cool are these textures? They're like woven rugs. This one's like Hessian. Really love these papers. I love anything with a bit of texture. So we've got this one that looks like a linen. And then this is like a woven, almost like a rattan. This one. That one looks like my sister's rug, my sister's floor rug. And then there's this one, which we're not using today, but that's another awesome one, sort of in the grey tones or whitewashed kind of tones. And I think, is that all? I feel like there's the 4 designs and there's 3 each of the 4 designs, I think. That would be right, that would be 12, yes. So there's 4 double-sided designs, 3 each of the 4 designs. They're all double-sided. Yep. Okay. So that's the paper pack. Aren't they awesome? I love anything that's like natural tones. So there you go. And as I said, the other black and white paper that's in the suite, we're not using that one today because I actually don't have that one yet. I don't have it yet. Let's just say yet. I might still get it. We'll see. All right. Now, I've got all of my pieces prepped and cut, ready to go. I put all of my bits and pieces in my little tubs, and I've got the stamps all mounted up ready on the blocks. All of the measurements today for today's card will be on my blog this week. So I'll post the photo in my Facebook business page, and you'll all know, and I'll also post it on Instagram too, so you'll all know when the photo is in my blog. So we're using crumb cake, pecan pie, and early espresso, and we're going to be doing a little bit of sponge daubering as well, just for our sentiment. Okay, so nice and easy. Alrighty. We're going to start with our embossing and die cutting today. So we've got a base of early espresso. So this is just half a piece of A4 cardstock, and this time I've cut it lengthways, okay, and just folded that in half. And then we've got a layer of basic white. We're going to corrugate that with or emboss it with our corrugating. Oh, can I please show the layout inspiration for this card? Yes, thank you, Amber. I will. Yes, thank you. I nearly forgot. So let me go back to that then. I'll pull that out. So the inspiration for this card that we're making today is actually one of the cards that my ladies made on Saturday in my card class. We were using the Floral Impressions suite, and this is one of the cards that they created. So we are doing a version of this using the products from the Botanical Textures Suite. Yeah, so this was the inspiration for today, but we're going to change it up quite a bit, but we're having sort of the same kinds of layers. And instead of using the frame tags, we're going to be using the rectangle dies. Okay, so that's the beautiful card that one of the cards that the ladies were making. So they made this one, and they made 2 fun fold cards as well. So yeah, so thank you for reminding me, Anne, because that was sitting there in front of me and I totally forgot about pulling that out to actually I'll put that back in the baggie just so it doesn't fall into the ink or anything, because you know that's likely to happen. We'll just protect that one. All right, so let's go back to our pieces. So we've got our white layer, we've got an early espresso layer, we're going to do some stamping on and die cutting on this layer, which is basic beige, crumb cake for our sentiment, and then we've got our 3 pieces of that beautiful designer series paper, and we're going to be doing a little bit of tearing with those. Okay, and they are each going to layer, well actually they're going that way. Yes, they're going that way. No, they're going the other way. They're going that way, I think. Something like that. We'll work it out. We'll work it out as we go. All right. Okay, so let's start with our embossing and our die cutting. So we're going to emboss that one and die cut that one. With the sentiment, we're actually going to stamp the sentiment first and then die cut. So we might do that first actually, so then we can do all the die cutting together. So let me put these over to the side. Sometimes with the red rubber stamps, they can be a bit tricky to line up. They're not as easy to line up as the clear photopolymer stamps, because you can sort of see through the photopolymer stamps. So we'll do we'll stamp our sentiment first, so that if I make a boo-boo, then I can, yeah, otherwise if I try to stamp it on the die cut piece already, I'm likely to stamp it wrong. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Good. A little note of appreciation. All right, so I'll just stamp this off on my scrap paper and then give it a clean on my chamois. Love my chamois. It is a fantastic cleaning tool. All right, so now we can do all of our die cutting and our embossing. Now we're going to be using the big Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine today, so I'm going to grab that and we'll bring that over. Might do our embossing first. Now this embossing folder, let me just grab it. Okay, this embossing folder is a 3D. It's a 3D embossing folder. Okay. So we need our #1 plate, and we need, you know what, I'm going to just turn this around sideways. Oh, it's heavy, this big one. Nice and sturdy. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put our cardstock in our embossing folder. Now just take note of which way the corrugation goes and which way you want it to show on your card. I'm going to have it going across my layer. So I'm going to pop my cardstock in like that. Okay, always put the hinge part through your embossing folder first. You want that to be fed through the rollers first so that it doesn't crack or get damaged. And then you're going to take your #4 plate, which is for your 3D embossing folders. You're going to pop that on top, and then you're going to take that through your machine. Now I'm just going to stand up to do this. There we go. Oops. And there we have our beautiful corrugation. Now it does make the paper a bit softer because it breaks down the fibers in the cardstock as it's embossing. Okay, so yeah, just know that that's a little bit softer than, so it might look a little bit wonky, but don't worry, because once you adhere it down, it'll flatten out. Okay, so that's that one. Now we're going to do some die cutting. So we'll bring back in our die adapter sheet, our number 2, plate, not sheet, our number 3 plate on the bottom, and then we'll put another clear number 3 plate on the top. But let's get our dies out. So we're going to be using this one here. So this is the 3rd largest die. So the 3rd largest rectangle die. And we'll just pop that down there. Now when you're running any dies through your machine that have a straight edge, make sure you put them just on a slight angle. It just helps the machine to feed it through the rollers, and then that will make it easier on your machine, and it'll also help to stop that big speed bump you get if you're trying to feed it through straight. Okay, there we go. Might just get a little bit of a pop at the end as that comes through the rollers, but it will be much louder if you have it completely straight. Okay, so gently pop that out of our die, and there we have our beautifully die cut with that beautiful detail around the edge. Isn't that lovely? I really love that detail. Okay, so that one's done. Now we're going to die cut this piece. This is our sentiment label, and we're using, I think it's the smallest one this time. Yep. Now because it's a sentiment and I don't want that to move, I'm actually going to use a little bit of tape to hold that in place. So let me grab my tape. I'll just use my post-it tape today. You can use post-it tape or you can use washi tape. If you're using washi tape, sometimes the washi can be a little bit sticky. Like if it feels too sticky, just dab it off on your clothes or on your skin first to remove a little bit of the adhesive, just so it doesn't tear your cardstock. I think I've got that fairly straight. Just pop that across there to hold that on. Oops. And there we go. Has anybody else got this suite yet? Have you had a play with this one? Let me know in the comments. Let's see how we did. Great, perfect. There we go. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm just gonna, I'll put that washi there. Oh, not washi, post-it tape there so we can reuse that. We use it until it falls apart. Don't want to waste it. All right, so I'll move the machine away. I think that's the only die cutting we had. Yes, I think that's it. Okay, so now we've got all of these pieces. We're going to be doing a bit of stamping on here. These are all our layer pieces. We've got our sentiment ready to go. We are going to do a little bit of inking around the edge of the sentiment, just with a bit of early espresso. So we'll do that while we've got that here, and we'll give that a chance to dry. Just to give a little bit of a border to that label. I like to do this. It just gives it a little bit of a lift off the piece below it, or that it's adhering to, without having to add an additional layer of cardstock to it. And I just might come in a little bit further and just with the ink that's left on my dauber, just to distress that a little bit more and grunge that up a little bit along the edges there. There we go. Great. Good. All right, we'll set that aside to dry. Okay. Oh, you have it, Glenda? Fantastic. And you love it as well. And you've used it only a few times so far. Oh, I'm sure you'll use it lots more times as well. It's a really, really beautiful suite. Okay, so I've got really baggy sleeves on today. Actually, what I might do is I'll button them up, keep them out of my way. They're sort of those real floppy sleeves. They kind of get in the way sometimes. And I know previously I've had this shirt on and I've gone to wash my hands and actually my whole sleeve has gone under the tap. So there we go. They're out of the way. Hey Chitska, how are you? Lovely to have you with us today. Okay, sip of chai and we're good to go. All right, so the stamps we're going to be using today is this one here. This one reminds me of a woven foot cushion or a little seat, like a little low seat. Then we're going to use the two florals as well. Okay, so we're going to start off very, very easy stamping today. Very easy layout. So we're just going to start by stamping this one. Now I'm just going to test that on the, yep, that's good. We're just going to stamp that down about here. There we go, beautiful. And the stamp has already sort of got that distressed look to it. So you're going to get some light and dark, some light and dark pieces in there. So don't think that you've stamped it incorrectly. It's actually the detail that is in the stamp. Okay, just sort of give you that rustic sort of look to it. All right, so we're going to do that one. I'll clean that in a minute when I clean the others. We're going to use some pecan pie. And we're going to stamp the large flowers in the pecan pie. So just give that an ink up. And then we're going to stamp that up here. Sort of about there-ish. About there. You really can't go wrong with these, and if you're just layering them over the top of each other, then yeah, you can't do it wrong. You can't muck it up. And then the last one is these little leaves, and this is in the early espresso, and then we're just going to have these ones over there over the top as well. Might move that down a little bit, down here. There we go. And again, they've got the detail in them. They're like a distinctive stamp where you've got the light and shade and shadows sort of built into the stamp. And that's how easy it is. Like, this stamp set is so easy to create beautiful cards with. So I'll just give my stamps a clean. There we go. Okay, so we can move our paper away now. All right, so there's all our layers. Now this one, excuse me, this one is going to be laid onto a piece of early espresso, which we've just already pre-cut. As I said, all of the measurements for this card will be on my blog sometime this week when I can get to it. Sorry, I just got a frog in my throat now. So we will adhere this one to the layer. Oh, my glue is getting very low. It's okay. There's more where that came from. Always good to have a good stash of glue on hand. Okay, so we'll just line that up. There we go. So that just really frames that beautifully, doesn't it? We're going to be attaching our sentiment over the top there, but we're going to wait until we get that onto the card with all of our other layers. We're going to put this layer on the front here. So again, we'll use our liquid glue. If I can get my liquid glue to cooperate, there we go. Don't you love that sound going over the corrugation? Now I'm making sure I do lots and lots of adhesive on the corrugation because you've got the divots in there as well. Oh, there we go, we just ran out. Okay, I knew that was going to happen. You want to make sure that you're getting plenty of glue on there to make sure that, yeah, you're getting those higher pieces adhered. Because obviously the glue, if it goes down into the divots, it's not going to really stick terribly well. So lots and lots of glue. Make sure we got our card around the right way. And lined up. There we go. Give that a good rub. You can even rub it from the inside as well. There we go. Good, good, good. And now for our strips, we're going to do a little bit of tearing. So we're just going to tear them. So let me just see how I'm going to line these up. So they're going to be lined up to the side like this, but we're going to tear each layer first. Okay, so we're just going to tear your cardstock. Just get it started. I usually use my nail a bit at the beginning. I'm holding the paper with 2 or 3 fingers at the back to support the paper as I'm tearing, and I'm just doing little tears at a time towards myself, tearing towards myself, and just moving my hand down, this hand, my left hand, moving that down the paper as I tear so that I'm supporting the paper so it won't bend and crease, and I'm able to control the tear. If you do try to do a big long tear, if you grab it at the top and just rip it down, you'll get a really wide white torn edge, which will look pretty ugly, and also too you won't be able to control the tear. Okay, so you're going to take off about half a centimetre to a centimetre, doesn't really matter, and you're going to do that with each piece, and we're going to tear them each off the same side. So I'm tearing off the right side, and you can see I'm using my thumb as well to also help control where that tear is going. Whoops. Last one. Tearing is a great technique. It gives a lot of texture to your card. You can even ink up the torn edges if you want to add a little bit more definition, or you can just leave them white, as in the case we are doing today. Now these strips, you can use them on another project if you just turn them over and use the other side where you can see that white edge, and you can use the other side of the paper on another card, or we might even use one of these strips on the inside of our card to decorate the inside of our card. So we'll keep those, we won't chuck those out. Okay, and then we're just going to layer these onto the front of our card. This glue is flowing much more easily than the other one because the other one was running out. Okay, so we're just going to line that up to the edge of the corrugated piece. And you're just going to simply lay them on top of each other. Very, very easy design, this one. It's a nice quick card to put together if you need like a nice quick card. This is a great design to use. And even if you, instead of that embossed layer on the bottom, you could even use a different DSP. You could just use a piece of cardstock. You could have a piece of cardstock that you've stamped lightly in the background. You could do some tone on tone stamping, or you could use Versamark and stamp some images on the back there just to give like a soft watermark. Yeah, there's lots of different ways you can change up this design. There we go. So that's as easy as it is. And look, we've got all those beautiful textures on there. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so next we're going to adhere this piece on here. And I'm not, if you wanted to, you could pop that up, but I'm going to keep it flat because I'm going to try and keep the postage down on this one. Did you all know that the postage is going up soon too, on the 1st of July, I believe? So keep that in mind when you're creating your cards as well. Keep your postage costs in mind. Now you can center this, you can offset it, you can put it down lower, wherever you would like. I'm going to kind of just center this one. Make sure I've sort of got that lined up a bit straight. It's probably a little bit more to the left than it is to the right, but that's okay. And maybe a little bit lower than, it's probably not exactly in the center, but that's okay. And then just with the sentiment, I am going to pop that up on dimensionals, just to give something on the card a little bit of a lift. Oh, now you know what I didn't do? I totally forgot about my ribbon. I was going to wrap my ribbon around this panel. Actually, can I still lift that up? Maybe. Oh, I might still be able to do it. Oh, I might still be able to do it. There we go. Yay, I forgot about my ribbon. That's okay, because I was going to do something different if I wasn't able to do that. We're going to wrap our ribbon and just tie a knot in our ribbon. So I'll just trim that. Yeah, thankfully I hadn't tied that, hadn't stuck that too hard, but I did have a backup in mind if that happened. All right, I'll cut that about there. We're just going to tie a knot. And in fact, depending on where we're putting our sentiment, do we want it to be to the left or to the right? I might have it over to the right, to the left, sorry. To the left. I just want to have it up a bit from the bottom of the card so that you can still see that detail on the rectangle, the die cut rectangle. And normally I would do this before I'd put that down onto the card, but because I nearly forgot. There we go. Okay, so that'll be good, and then we can just trim that up. I might need to trim it up a little bit more. And I'm just going to sneak a little bit of extra glue just under that edge there now, just to make sure that that adheres, because I ripped it back up. There we go. Good, salvageable. So all good. Yeah, I might need to trim that ribbon up a little bit. All right, now let's do our dimensionals. That's what I was trying to say, dimensionals. So I'm using some of the edge offcut pieces, using some of those up. Actually, I might need to trim that one down a little. Don't want to waste those edge pieces. Make sure you use them up. There we go. And I've got another one there that I can put in the middle. Great. Good. Okay, and then we're going to pop this down over here. I'm going to have it going off the card a little bit, off the edge. I might have stuck that a little bit close actually. Hang on, let me lift that one up. I'll see if I can just move that over a little bit. There we go, in from the edge a little bit so that we can have a little bit of overhang, a little bit more interest on the card. Just make sure that's, yep, that's good. Okay, beautiful. And then, oh, I just frayed that when I pulled that then. That's all right, because I was going to trim it up a bit shorter anyway. Oops, wrong scissors. They're my blunter ones I use for my adhesive. I want my nice sharp ones there. That looks better. That's a better length. Okay, just give that another push. There we go. And then we'll take our embellishments. Our beautiful, oh, thank you for all the hearts. I just saw all the hearts go up. Thank you so much for that. So our neutral matte dots, and we'll add some of those. Now I hadn't decided what color. I think some of the brown ones. What do you think? Do you think the brown ones, the crumb cake ones? I think they would look nice, wouldn't they? Let's put one up there, and we've got two different sizes. Sorry, I haven't got my glasses on today. I'm half blind today. Can't see what I'm doing. All right, so we'll put those two there, and then we might put this little one. Let's see, where will we put this one? Maybe we'll put this one down here. There you go. What do you think? How easy was that? Look how quickly we made that card. And as I said, this was the original card that we were copying the layout. Oh, sorry, I'll take it back out of the plastic now that I've finished playing with all the inks. There we go. So that was the original card from my class on the weekend. And this is the adaptation using the Botanical Textures Suite. So what do you think? Which one's your favourite? Which one do you like better? Do you like the natural tone one, or do you like the green and gold, the green and yellow one? Which one do you like? Or do you like them both? How quick and easy was that to put together? It's a really, really simple layout. Thank you, Glenda. I'm glad you like that. Really simple card to put together, but so effective with all of that texture, and yeah, I just love it. It's just, I love this suite of products. I'd love to just keep playing. Oh, you're welcome, Fran. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Thank you. So there you go. So there's another way that you can change up the same design, just using different products. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Oh, you like today's card better, Glenda? You like that one? Yep. Chitska likes them both. She said they're both beautiful. Thank you, Chitska. Yeah, they look so different, don't they? Like, you wouldn't think that they are the same layout to look at them quickly. You think, oh, they're very different cards, but when you look more closely, you can see, oh yeah, they're actually the same layout, just using different products, but so different. So there you go. All right, well, I'm going to flick the camera back up to face to face so I can say goodbye to you properly. Oh, before I do that, let me remind you that I've got my masculine card class coming up. The registration closes this Wednesday, the 11th. I've got the two dates, Wednesday the 18th and Saturday the 28th of June available. We are going to be using the suite that we've used today is one of the suites some of the products that we are going to be using. We won't be making this card necessarily in the class though. We'll be doing some different products, but that's just kind of an idea of some of the types of things we'll be creating. So yeah, it's going to be a great class. So definitely come and join us. All the details are there on my website, so you can look those up. You can look that up on my calendar of events on the website. The link is in the comments if you want to register, or at least look at the details. Yeah, or otherwise feel free to get in contact with me if you'd like more information. Okay, all right, let's flip that camera back up. Here we go.
I'm not sure I understand.
Sorry. Okay. There we go. Sorry about my watch. Sometimes SIRI thinks that I want her attention, and most times I don't. She just starts talking to me. I'm like, no, I didn't ask you a question. Well, I can't say SIRI. I can't say that name because then she'll think I'm talking to her, and I'm not. So there you go. So there is our beautiful card. Quick and easy to put together, wasn't it? Awesome. So there you go. Well, if there's anything that I can help you with, please feel free to get in contact with me and let me know. I'm here to help and support you. Look, we've got our little mallard duck going. He looks like he's duck diving down into the water, doesn't he, to go and find his food. Sit up, little ducky. The reason I wore him today and these earrings is because I kind of thought they went with the colour scheme. See? All the neutral tones. So I hope you enjoyed that today. yeah, as I said, if there's anything I can help you with or you have any questions, feel free to get in contact with me and let me know. I hope you all have a great week. Stay warm if you're in the areas that are freezing cold at the moment. Yeah, try and stay nice and warm. And I hope you all have a great week. And I look forward to hopefully seeing you next Monday at 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Have a great week, everyone, and happy crafting. Bye.